Hello and welcome to a Math Warehouse video on SAT prep involving the equation of a circle. Here's the question. Circle A, shown, is defined by the equation x minus 2 squared plus y squared equals 16 squared. Circle B, not shown, is obtained by shifting circle A down 5 units in the xy plane and increasing its radius so that the radius of circle B is twice the radius of circle A. Which of the following equations defines circle B? And they give you a bunch of different options down. In my prior videos, I talked about the importance of understanding the HK standard form equation of a circle and its relationship to its graph. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared is radius squared. And a more specific example I think always helps, as a good refresher. X minus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 5 squared is this graph, which we've looked at before. So if the center is x is 4, y is 3, it's x minus 4 squared. And y minus 3 squared equals the radius squared, right? So they're going to shift a circle down and increase its radius. And played a little bit with this interactive widget that's on the Math Warehouse website. And let's look at what happens to this equation of this circle when I shift it down by 1. For instance, it's x minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 4 squared. Let's shift the circle down by 1, and it's now y minus 1 squared instead of y minus 2 squared, right? It makes sense when you think about the flipping of the signs and stuff. So what we're going to do is look at this equation, translate it, eliminate some answer choices, and then look at the radius situation to eliminate further ones, right? So this circle is going to be translated down 5. And as you saw from the previous interactive widget that we looked at, and as you might intuitively know, going up and down is going to influence the y, right? And we're going to go down by 5. Now, if you remember what happened last time, let's graph it out here. So here I just put it down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now our new center is 2, negative 5. Now if you go back to the equation, if you remember, if x is positive 2 as the center, that means that you write x minus 2 squared. Right? So they all have x minus 2 squared. Now, if the y value of the center is negative 5, we're looking for y plus 5. So we can immediately eliminate a and d because it's got to either be y plus 5 squared or y plus 5 squared, right? It can't be y minus 5 squared. So let's cross those out. And now we just have to decide whether the answer is B or C. Is the right side 64 or 32? So remember, the right side of the equation is the radius squared. So if the radius squared is 16, the radius is going to be 4. You take the square root of both sides, right? Take the square root of both sides. So r squared equals 16. Square root of r squared is r squared is 16 is 4. And the radius of the original circle is 4. And they tell you that you're going to increase the radius twice, right? So the new radius is going to be 8. And then on the right side of the equation is the radius squared. So 8 squared is 64. So that's why the answer here is B. Double the radius is 2r or 8, and when to square that, we get 64. Now look what they did with C. For C, they just multiplied the right side by 2. So it's kind of a trap answer choice. And I modeled this, as always, off of the way the SAT modeled a very similar question. I just changed up the numbers a little bit. So you got to be careful. The right side is the radius squared. Reduce it down to the radius, and then double that before you square it and put it back in the equation to get answer choice B,